Welcome back. Today's a nice rainy overcast day, so Tony hit me up and said, hey, you feel like going back up to the Honey Hole salvage yard up in Whittemore, Michigan? I said sure. He's looking for a couple parts for the Mustang and for his square body this time, and to see what other parts we can come across. And I said, yeah, I'd like to look at that 65s that they got out there. Again, they have a 65 wagon and a 65 Chevelle non-SS, to see if the wiring harnesses was in there and cross member, and see what other parts we can find, since we didn't hit the whole yard last time we were there. So be a perfect day just to hit some old salvage yard again and see what other treasures we could find. And I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. It is currently raining out, as you guys can see here in Michigan, but it's actually a beautiful day. Tony's in getting some supplies, so we figured we'd bring you guys along for the ride and see what kind of treasures we can find again today. Well, we made it back over here north of our hometown, back out to the Honey Hole, we call it. And the missus wanted me to look at a set of bed rails, because she's got an old antique bed that's missing the rails. We got the headboard and the footboard, and it's from the 20s. And she said in the last video she actually seen the rails, which would be over in this section here, because as you guys can see, they got a lot of the old style bed frames that take the round hole that it slides into. But when I was shooting the video last time, it was over this way somewhere, so oh, there they are, right there, I think. So I'm going to be a nice guy. Yep, these are it. See how they got the round ends? So I'm going to get them for my love, Miss Jenny. And that'll complete an old 1920s bed for her. I don't know where Tony went. I think he's over on the other side of the antiques. I mean, if you're looking to spruce up your yard, you know, with some old memorabilia, they got a lot of cool old stuff here, and that's what Tony said today. We'll look at some car parts, but we're going to go through some of this old antique stuff too. That's an old fan there. I remember back when I was a kid, you don't stick your fingers in them old fans, they'll take it off. That's the only set of rails I see. There's another headboard. Some old wagon wheels, like you see at the end of the driveways. Oh, there's Tony over there. All right, I'm gonna go get with him, and then I'll bring you guys back when we start treasure hunting. All right, so we're over here in the antique section, and Tony found this old farm and ranch, it's called, Snowblower. And the deal on it is pretty dang good. You said you're getting it? Yeah. You're buying it? Said he's got to have it. So, as you guys know, Tony's into the old antiques just like I am. And, you know, mine's license plates, old cars, oil cans. But this kind of stuff here is pretty awesome too. So, this is going to be, you want to do another Will It Run video on a snowblower?
Sure. Why not?
But he found some treasures over here. I got the missus actually gonna send me a picture after she gets out of work of the headboard to make sure I get the right bed frame rails. They want 10 a piece for the rails, which, you know, from the 20s, I guess that ain't too bad of a deal. But we're gonna continue on, and we're gonna walk through this. She said the beauty rings are behind that building, so maybe we should go behind the building first Or do you want to walk this line and come back, or?
It don't matter to me how we do it.
Well, let's walk behind the building first and see if I can find a set of rings. I mean, they just got antique stuff. Old jerry cans. I mean, there's modern stuff in here also, but if you're definitely looking for treasures, and this yard is cool because they actually let you walk around. A lot of the yards, like I said before, here in Michigan, due to insurance purposes, won't let you walk around. Oh, Panner, look at this old tricycle, Tony. Is that old?
I'm not sure. It looks like it probably is.
There's a couple old trikes there. Another half of a Tonka truck. Tony's into collecting Tonka trucks. Looks like a railroad light. It's hard to see on this phone videoing of what I'm actually showing you due to the sunlight. It's actually popping through. The old radio flyer missing its front end. Old baby height chair. All right, we got to walk up behind this building. She said, I'm looking for a set of beauty rings for the rally wheels for Jenny's trim rings. Beauty rings, trim rings. But they got to be the wide 8-inch like the old Corvettes had. And we never got to see this part before. So I guess we're going to take a walk over here. I like them old steel wheels too.
Me too.
Okay, I see some over there. Hubcaps on the wall. So I guess it would be in this area. There's a, gonna look like 14-inch narrow. All kinds of hubcaps. That one looks like a 15-inch, but it's shallow. A lot of these wheels been out here a long time. I'm not seeing any 8-inch. Did you see anything down there? Let's take a walk in here and see what we see. The old Mopar Plymouth, excuse me, it's a Plymouth cap. It might be a feed on its own. Trying to find that. We're in the right section because there's definitely a lot of hubcaps. You would think they'd have a section just for trim rings, beauty rings. They definitely got the selection of spokes if you want to pimp your ride. The old center hubcaps. Not seeing it. Definitely got a lot. I guess that might be an item that we purchase off of the Chevelle site. Oh, I hear them rattling. Find the honey hole.
There's the money. There's the honey hole. Guess there's no point in holding these hostage.
I remember the shallow. I know you got 2 deep ones, don't you?
I got 6 deep ones. What kind you want? See? Probably don't want that kind.
That's the kind I got, and I think they fall off very easily.
I think you probably have that kind, but there's a whole bunch in there.
Yeah, we'll have to. All right, I'm gonna dig through here, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, as you guys can see, I got 2 of the deep dish. What are these? Stainless.
Yeah, they're
Stainless. Tony bought 3 because he's got a bunch at the shop already that he's gonna add to his collection. He bought a 20-inch BMX bicycle that he's gonna use the wheels. I mean, these are aftermarket wheels. For the grandkid, and he bought the snowblower. So we're already doing good. All right, let's move on. And he's looking at some Tonka trucks that are over there. I got old Schwinn bicycles. Tony actually bought an old Schwinn last time we were here. There's an old Hawthorne bike. Oh, a Ford racing bike. Look at that. With the old ape hanger handlebars, a sissy bar. Back in the day, you know, if it wasn't a girl's bike, that'd be me riding that in the early 80s. Go figure, huh? Being cool. That's when times were good. It was when you had old bicycles like that. The world wasn't in such a hurry for every goddamn thing. This looks like the bed frame that she's got, sort of. It takes a different kind of style, but this is not a bed frame video, but look at that old sign. The Lombard chainsaw. That's definitely an old sign. It's seen better days. Oh, an old oil can or mist can. Pretty cool. Treasures, treasures, treasures. Well, we made it a little bit farther into our adventures. Tony found an old tractor that he could use some parts off of, old Cub Cadet, but he said he don't know. But this old Raleigh piqued my interest. This had to be some very late night ingenuity to come up with a concoction like that, or a very, very tall person. What, I mean, leave in the comments, is this somebody's late night build that can't sleep, if you guys get my drift? Or is this a very tall person? Oh my God, it's funny. Some people, some stuff that people come up with in the wee hours of the morning while we're sleeping as normal human beings. Roll this out of their garage in the morning and take a ride through your neighborhood. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Now this is something cool. It's got a wood bottom though. Somebody put some wood down there and hand painted the Coke emblem, or the Coke, you know, the Coke sign. But this is definitely an old fridge. And back when the bottled Coke was only 60 cents a bottle. If anybody can remember these days, I wonder what they'd have to have for that, just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna ask. But that's pretty darn cool. That's the kind of stuff I like too. Came across the 67 Impala Super Sport. It says Super Sport on the fender. That's why I'm saying Super. But it looked like it hit something backwards. Very, very hard.
And frontward.
Wow. Got hit in the front too? Somebody went for a ride.
I'm not sure if that's a 67.
Leave in the comments what year you think this is, guys. It's got the flags up front. Is there any badging on that side and the front of that fender?
Yeah, soup.
Well, I'm talking the front of the fender. You can see where the outline was. It's got to be a 67 or an 8. It's kind of hard to tell when it's all mashed up. I think the front fared out a little bit better than the back did. It might even be a 65. I don't know. Does it say on the, let me see where the cowl tag is. Can you run down there and look, see if it, what is it? Does it say 67 on the corner?
There.
Yeah, right. No, 68 it says. 1968. So, there we go. And it was a, what was that, a stick car on the column? And it looks like
Yep, column stick shift.
3 on the tree. They don't make a 4 on the tree. Well, I guess they do if you count reverse. All right, I figured I'd just throw that in.
Somebody found the badges.
Yeah, I know it.
Recently.
Yeah, you can see where they took the flags, and we know it ain't no big block car, but it's a Ooper Sport on this side. An Ooper Sport. And Tony said there's SUP on the other side. It does have both bucket seats, though. The frames, which is hard to believe they're still actually here, unless they're totally gone. But wow.
Still some stainless you could use if you needed it. Amazing.
Yeah, it is. All right, onward. All right, we're finally back into the car section. We're into the 2nd gen area. Old Fox body, which I think I videoed. Look where Tony's at. Mustang too. Hatchback. I like that steering wheel better.
Yeah.
I can see the steering wheel for here. Headlight switch in it?
No.
See, now this is what we're glad our Mustang 2 didn't look like. Rotted. Got a 9-inch under, or no, this might not be. What did they make? They didn't make no baby 9-inch with that, did they? Me either. I'm not a Ford guy. Leave in the comments, what is this rear end? 4-lug, front load for the 70s Mustangs. Oh, it's got the Cobra wheel on it, steering wheel. It's a stick car. It's got 3 pedals.
Might come back for that steering wheel.
Door panels are decent black.
Somebody.
Dash pad's gone though. That sucks. Tony's looking for a headlight switch, which is missing. But we might end up with that steering wheel. The one that's in that Mustang's pretty nasty. Into the G bodies. All right, we got to work our way over to the old stuff. I'm gonna try and shoot stuff I haven't already shot.
Other people are driving out here.
They work here. It's a pretty cool car. What the hell is this, Tony? Is this a Ford? I am very rusty on the old 50s.
Is that an axle?
Oh, there's no trim, no badges.
Yeah,
You get back. There's none. It's just a bare shell, but it looks pretty decent. Bottom of the doors look good. All right, another question for you guys in the comments. What is it? Tony says it might be an Etzel. But there's no badging. Like I said, I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be, and I don't know. All right. We're going to work our way over to the old school stuff. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up. An El Camino wagon. El Camino wagon. Listen to me. The El Camino shares this platform for everybody that don't know. So when you see me in the El Camino, it could very well be a station wagon. Same wheelbase, same tailgate. What kind of heater controls there? Mine's still good though. Tail light, I have plenty of them. Wonder what the over there, Herb. Where? That's newer. You talking this wagon here? I want to see what's under this for a rear end real quick since the floor is rotted out of it. I get a shot of it. I guess I can do this and look back in the video to see what it actually is. A lot of these cars come with 12-bolt factory rear ends. With me and Tony's got a plan for our El Camino regarding the rear end. I was going to make it more streetable and take the rear end and put a cruising gear in it. And Tony said, why don't we just get another rear end and just swap the whole housing and just leave the one that's got the good axles, good carrier, the race rear end, I guess you'd call it, together. Which is a pretty good idea if you ask me. I think sometimes he comes up with very good plans. Look at that VW wagon. Wow, that got hit hard in the side. See what the capacitor, well, there's not a lot of room in these to begin with, but it didn't get in the wheel. Hopefully they're okay. Pretty weird. Pretty weird little cars. What year?
69 maybe?
Oh yeah, 68 or 9, I can tell by the roof. See, yeah, we missed a lot of stuff first walkthrough. Front emblems on it. Looks pretty stripped out though. But still, there's still chevelle parts out here, guys. An old Impala SS. How I can tell. See these old cars that they have the emblems on the quarters and stuff. When they take the emblems off, it leaves a remnants of what was there. So was it a true SS car? I have no idea. But still a cool car. All right, we're gonna continue walking, and we're under Terrence's cars over here, the old Impala Caprices. I guess I can show him some love. His car will never look like that though, not in the junkyard, salvage yard, whatever. There's an old AMC, Tony. Did you look at it? You were just talking about having one of these back in the day. Is it an? This is a Javelin, ain't it? Yeah, I can tell. Still cool old cars. Uh-oh. 3-pedal car. The old Javelin with the 4-speed. Or it could have been a 3-speed too, I guess. What'd they put in these for transmissions, Tony? Do you know? Transmission guy has no idea. Did they share back then this year? Would
Chrysler probably.
They shared a platform at Chrysler? Nice way to spend a Friday. Oh, it's the SST model. SST. Clutch pedals and brake pedal and all that's still in good condition. Doesn't look worn. Boy, back in the day, when they spiced up their interior, they spiced it up with some shag. Gotta love it. All right, on to the next. All right, we made it over here to the '65 four-door Chevelle, and the engine harness is there, which I need. It runs the heater box. It's actually got the trigger wire for the starter, which would be here. And I don't know what the hell that is. And it's actually got the headlight one too, but I actually have that one. So we're gonna have to get some tools and come back. I wanted to see if the tranny mount was in it. It's got the 4-speed or 3-speed, whatever it is, in there. But there ain't no way in hell of climbing in there to get to look at that cross member. I was hoping it was already off in the trunk, like the doors are.
Another one sitting right there, or that's different?
Well, that's a 65 also. Yeah, that's definitely a 65. Let me look. Maybe it's a 60. No, it's a 65. It's got the pointed grill. Definitely a different heater. But can we get lucky and see if a cross member's in the back seat or in the trunk? Because there ain't no tranny in this one. God damn picker bushes everywhere. Got a nice stainless on the trunk. Survey says here, hold this. Couple hubcaps. Training cross member. Damn it. It would have to be this one here, because it's still hooked up to the trans is still in it. Damn it. I don't want to buy one of them aftermarket one, guys, that you got to cut and weld, and I would rather keep period correct stuff on Jenny's car. I wonder if I can actually see in there. I think this was a column shift. I don't think this was a 4 on the floor. I think this was a 3 on the tree. She's bare bones. Tony found a 67 Firebird front piece. He said he'd like to get to hang on his wall, because you know how he is with his Pontiacs, which nothing wrong with that. I like Pontiacs also. I want to go over here and look at it. Where'd it go? Since the last time we've been here. Oh, might be down farther. Is there a rear end on El Camino? Nope. Not in the Chevelle either. There's that Super Sport right here. I want these emblems just for the wall hanger, the Malibu emblems. They're still here, and nobody tried getting them yet. They're both still there. Oh. All right, there's another El Camino over there I'm gonna go take a peek at. And me and Tony never made it all the way back to the far corner, so we're gonna head that way. If I can find a way to get through. here without killing myself. Super Sport El Camino 70s. I think 74 or 73 through 76, I believe. Somebody robbed the old dash out of it. They must take the rear ends out of here. 71 grill. All beat to shit. That would have been nice. I need a grill for my El Camino. All right, we're going to continue on. Old Skylark. Ferdinand the Bull. You guys never seen none of this stuff. We never made it back this far, so I guess I could keep rolling a little bit. Convertible Impala or Caprice. Like the Roadkill guys, but a hardtop. Big block blower car. 69. Yeah, see, I don't know if like if this would be the A-body. I think this is an A-body platform too, so the rear end should be the same as what an El Camino would be. Your thoughts? Any thoughts? A-body?
I'm not sure. I think it would be.
See, he doesn't like to answer if he don't know positively either. Which, me, I throw a guess out there just for the hell of it. There's a Pontiac. I ain't seen one of them in a while. What are them called? I think these are old Pontiac Trans Ams, but didn't they make a Pontiac Trans Am with that nose cone? This one here. The Grand Am, okay. Still kind of cool to see that. Oh, it's got the buckets in it still too. Go ahead, I'm listening.
There was Grand Am and there was Le Mans. The Grand Am was the fancy one. I think that might be the Grand Am.
Yeah, because they only came in white, didn't they? Yeah. Didn't they have like the red SJ or whatever emblem? But is it a bucket seat? If I'm... Oh, it's a Le Mans?
Yep.
But still, I think this era had...
And they did have a special edition that they call the Grand Am.
The swivel buckets in them. Now that one over there with the window louvers, right next to it, what is that? That's like the old... shit. 67 Firebird. Wow, we missed all kinds of oldies back here. This is the Pontiac section, I take it. Besides Monte Carlo. Two-door Catalina. They do sell cars here too. I mean, if there's something on these videos that you need or would want, Dave, guy used to work for Tony, he actually bought a Trino out of here. That old delivery truck's pretty cool too. Oh, there's the Roadkill Impala right there. Same color blue and everything. Let me walk over here and look at this real quick. See, I don't mind these bigger cars. Yeah, they are a coil over rear end. I'll have to do some research to see. It actually says Bel Air right on the fender. You can see when people take the emblems and it leaves it. That's how you can tell, or at least I can tell. We got old Nova. Another, this actually got the badging. Le Mans Super Coupe, or Sport Coupe. Got a 6.4 Impala. I wanted to come over here and see have they got hiding from our friends upstate on the east side. Old Marty, Useful Entertainment. There's an old Skylark, a Michigan one for you. Like your guys' black one. It's actually got a nice trunk lid on it. And let me switch modes a little bit so I can get a wider view. She's pretty rough on, it's got a rear end under it also, but that would be a BOP rear end, Buick Olds Pontiac. Somebody ate the dash out of that one. See a little, somebody's final resting place. Skeleton. It does have the headlight trim rings. Switch back to normal mode here. These are kind of cool cars too. I like them. The LeSabre, the Buick LeSabre. Old school. Boy, I'm all up in the trees over here. Had to check myself for ticks. Well, I'm gonna have to say this one got hit pretty hard in the rear end. Oh, get through here. Old delivery. Rocker Pat, if you're watching this video still this far in, I did get your message, and I left you my email address. It's in my description of my videos. Email me if you need a hand getting them parts out of Flint. I'll definitely be willing to help you out. Be the middleman. I can help a brother out. My email is in the description of all my videos. Hit me up for the parts that you're looking for from Michigan. This looks like a LeSabre, what the hell is it? Catalina. It's got like the chevelle back windows. They're known, even on the chevelles, they're known to rot out in them corners. The Electra 225. It's pretty rusty. Old Tempest, looks like. Or Catalina. Could be either or. I got another Catalina back there. A couple of the old 77 or 78 Olds Cutlasses. I had a few of them. Good cars. Back when I was a teenager, I beat the shit out of them. My favorite Olds I had, though, was my 71 Cutlass Supreme. Oh, that is a Catalina, guys. You can see the emblem with the gold rocket motor in it. That thing ran good for what it was. All right, we're Ferdinand the Bulgo. He's probably digging around in something. A little 7, I think it's a 75, 74 Cutlass. Don't quote me. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing. And I know my cars pretty well. I'd have to say 74. Based on the nose cone. All right, let's see if we can find Mr. Martin. I always like these Impalas here too. Slick body line. I mean, they just don't make cars like they used to anymore, guys. Look like a 70 to a 71 here, Cutlass. Possibly a 72. I think 73 is when they changed. Again, don't quote me. Where the hell did he go? Ferdinand the Bull. Nothing like leaving a soldier behind. 70 Delta 88. 8-mile car. Couldn't make it through the trailer park. 4-door Cutlass, 71-2 era. No Bronco 2s. All right, well, since I can't get underneath the 65 that's up here to see if there's a cross member, I am going to ask up at the office if they have one pulled that's marked. I really need a cross member so I can start getting stuff mocked up, but I'm going to come back and get the engine harness out of this for sure. It doesn't look like it's too bad a shape. I think the brand new one's 170 bucks, but if I can get that for 20 bucks and rewrap it, or 10 bucks, rewrap it, we'll be doing good. I don't think, even though this is a 65, well, it's gone anyway, so take that back. Old Ford. Boy, these old Fords had nice lines on the back, the wings. All right, I'm gonna go find Mr. Martin because I don't see him. I don't hear him. He hasn't responded. So hopefully he ain't get bit by a Michigan rattler and land in between one of these cars. But we'll bring you guys back. Well, I made it up to the bend where they got some old deluxes and some old school cars. Still haven't found Tony. I don't know if he just walked up to get the truck and the tools. Probably get the truck to drive back here to get I think he wants to get that 67 Firebird front end for a wall hanger, put lights in it so we can turn lights on his wall. You guys know what I'm talking about. But pretty old cars here. And I ran into a Regal over there, but we might be taking a trip to let you guys know. It's still in the making. Tony hasn't gave me a definite answer, but it sounds like it's promising. We might be taking a trip to Ohio to pick up a 78 Buick Regal that's been off the road for years, and he wants to possibly do another video on will it run, because it's been off the road for years, and we got a good deal from one of our good friends in Ohio. So I think that's going to be coming up soon. He said it sounds like a good deal, but we're still in the making on this Mustang too. He got a cash offer on the car already, but they offered him less than what we just spent in parts from Rock Auto. He bought new brakes, our new calipers, new gas tank, new clutch cable, new brake lines for the whole car. Over $600 worth of parts. Old LTD. So he told the guy he's gonna have to come up on his offer a little bit in order to get that. So we'll see what happens there, but it does sound promising on the Buick Regal in Ohio. So, but I'm going to continue on to see if I can find him anywhere. Looks like somebody scrapped out their old circle track, either a 60s Camaro or Firebird, 7 through 9. That's pretty cool. An old Dodge homemade wrecker here. Let me zoom back out for you. Old Dodge wrecker, the old D300. Awesome. And I made it over here to the the Jeep section. And the old Mopars. And there's the Monte Carlo up there. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. We're going to be getting parts off of that for Tyler. He does want the trunk lid off of that car, so I'll be asking about that today also. Old Chevy 400 state truck. Lots of mail Jeeps. The old Wranglers. Haven't seen no CJs, CJ7s. And Mr. Martin still missing. Oh, it's funny. Hopefully he ain't back there fucking laying down somewhere. So I'm working my way back up towards the front of the yard, hoping that I hear the truck coming with the tools, because I definitely don't see him anywhere. You know, and it's springtime here in Michigan, and we do have what's called Michigan rattlers. Here comes the car. Let's see what this is about. Looked like he was on a mission. All right, pile of aluminum bolts. Little square body. She's in rough shape. Oh shit, she's got the stick shift, the granny gears. All right, I got to get up front and see if Tony's up there, because now I'm actually starting to wonder what the hell. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I hear it. That son of a bee. He went and got the dirty Max, left me out here. So he went and got tools or something. Just leave a man behind. That's.
I had to sit down, man.
I was hoping you didn't get bit by a Michigan rattler. All right, as you guys can see, I'm back out here at the 65 4-door. Oh no, this is the 2-door post, excuse me. And I talked to him up front. And I got the engine side harness, which is right here. This is going to be for the wiper motor. Obviously, this plugs into the fuse block. This is going to be your coil. I'm not sure. Maybe a heat temperature sensor. Then you got your heater. This plugs into the heater box. And your ignition power wire to the starter. But it has a couple broken wires in this harness that I'm not sure went to what. It would be down in that same area. So I guess I'm going to do some research to see if all three of them would hook to the starter to power the block, the fuse block. I don't know. But I know they have manuals online for wiring and whatever. I think I'm going to buy one for these cars. Tony actually did buy that 67 Firebird front end. The loader was just here. Scooped it up out of this mess and took it up front, and he's gonna cut the core support and everything off. And then they're gonna come back here with the loader, and we're gonna pick the front of this car up and see if the cross member is in there. I can't tell if it's still here or if it's buried. I can't really. tell. So he's gonna come back and lift the car up for me. They said $30 on this wiring harness. I feel that's a fair deal, I guess. So, like I said, we're gonna get that for sure. So when they get back here, I'll bring you back and see if this thing has got the cross member that we're gonna need for Jenny's Chevelle. Tony did spot a cross member in the 65 Chevy 2, which I put on the roof, but I'm feeling that's to a different car. I don't believe that's for this car. It was in the trunk with a bunch of miscellaneous parts, drive shafts here. I mean, if it was all parts to this car, I'm pretty sure a Chevy 2 would be the same. You know, this is a unibody car, obviously, versus full frame. I don't know if that plays a difference on the cross member or not. So, like I said, we're going to wait till he comes back and lift this up and see if the cross member's in there. I mean, the trans is there. I would have to think that it's still hooked to a cross member. That way, we do get that an engine for it. We can put the trans and the engine in it and start going from there. Well, here we are at the end of our day of treasure hunting. We got the wiring harness for the Chevelle. We got the Mrs. bed frame. Tony got a BMX bike. He got that 67 nose cone.
You know how many hits? You guys get a lot of advertisements from us.
There's another guy,
Okay.
And he bought a little snowblower.
he did a whole two big videos on it.
Yeah, it's old Briggs and Stratton. The engine. But pretty cool. Pretty good little haul. So, yeah, if you guys ever need anything and you're out in the Whittemore area, I don't know if I can zoom in on their sign there. Spencer's Auto Salvage, or Auto Sales and Salvage, 756-2147. And we got the Spencer's Auto Sales and Salvage. Their mascot, what's his name?
Harry.
That's Harry. Hi, Harry. You give everybody the good deals? You do? Well, we appreciate you guys out here at Spencer's, and we look forward to coming back and seeing you. But until next time, really appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. All right. Bye-bye.